We've got Rajdipkumar Gupta also with us today, promoter of Route Mobile. So let's get into conversation with him. Mr. Gupta, good morning. Let's first understand your sales cycle and how you really go about the process of winning customers, how long it takes, to sort of pull through a contract, the nature of the gestation period as well from the contract win to its conversion. If you could just run us through that cycle.
Yeah, see, we as a company are a global CPaaS company, and we have a 4 lineup of business. Normally, one is operator side of the business, one is enterprise side of the business. At the same time, we also work with global system integrator. Along with that, we also focus mainly on a startup and developer community. So if you talk about, I think for any enterprise, it takes about 2 to 3 months to crack a deal, and it all depends on with operator kind of deal works. It takes about 2 to 4 months or 6 months also sometime. And in terms of gestation, I think we are serving most of the customer, and I think from over 10 years now, and it all depends upon the quality of services and your type of connectivity which you have. We as a company are already connected with over 850 operators globally, and out of which 250 almost as a direct partner. So we as a company provide an end-to-end solution for our enterprise customer and operator, along with developer community as well. So I think in terms of quality of services is a key area for any customer to retain. And we are always focused on that. And as a platform company, it is very important for us to provide a 99.99% kind of uptime along with within 10-second delivery of our messages to the end user.
Okay, so what's the competitive advantage here in Route Mobile? And are your customers then exclusive? Can they go to multiple vendors for the same?
No, I think the biggest competitive advantage we bring on table right now is we are very strong in Africa, Asia, and Middle East market. And almost all the OTT players or all the companies based out of the West, they are always looking out partner who has a very strong connectivity in this part of the world. And we as a company are already working from last 16 years to build this kind of network effect in this part of the world. And I think that's one of the very, very competitive advantage we have right now as a Route Mobile. And for any company coming and building this kind of connectivity will take years. And for someone who wants to start their business, they just need to use our connectivity, which is easily available.
Now listen.
Rajdip, tell us, what's your relationship like with your big customers, Google, Facebook? What was it like previously? What is it grown to on a year-on-year basis? And where do you really see it headed?
So now I think all these OTT players, we serve not only in one country, over 30 to 40 countries, and some of them over 100 countries. Every year on year, we are adding more countries. So every country we add for these OTT players is a new account for us. We are still have lots of opportunity and potential working with these OTT players to keep on adding more countries and make sure we generate more revenue from them. And our relation with all these OTT players is, I think, almost it started around three and a half years back, and we are still working very closely with them, and our revenue is growing as expected. Maybe more than that what I expected as well.
Okay. Your growth in recent years and quarters has been prolific, and I think, the stock markets have pretty well rewarded you as well since your listing. Is it realistic, though, to assume that you're going to continue to grow at the same kind of growth rates going forward as well? Or do you see it plateauing out anytime soon?
If you see the digital penetration, and digital adoption is very high now in all parts of worldwide, like it's not only in India. If you go to Africa, if you go to Middle East or Asian countries, I think the more number of digital transactions, which means the more number of revenue for Route Mobile. So it is a platform, end of the day, we provide platform, and we have a various other channel of communication, which includes RCS, WhatsApp, Viber, voice. So we do see the growth is going to continue the same way or maybe higher, because the amount of digital transaction going to happen in coming years is going to increase multifold. And we will be the direct beneficiary of that in terms of our revenue growth.
Right. Mr. Gupta, what is proprietary about your technology which a startup cannot copy? How are your contracts? Are your contracts watertight? Do they have price escalation? And what if a startup comes and offers the same technology what you have at half the price? How will you protect yourself?
Very good question. In fact, we took almost 16 years to design the platform. It is all about the platform which takes care of multiple countries, multiple channel of communication at one time. It is all about the platform which we built in last 16 years. That plays a very big role. At the same time, we are able to deliver more than 200 countries. If a OTT player sending a traffic on my platform, it is my platform which plays a big role to identify each and every data, which country, which operator, which network, what price to be charged. It is a billing model. For any startup to build this kind of platform will take years. So I think if you talk about the global CPaaS players, there are only 8 or 9 global CPaaS players as of today, and they're all based out of US and Europe. And probably we are the largest in Asia as compared to in terms of platform and connectivity. So it's not. I think it's impossible for anybody just coming and trying to build the entire platform which we've built in last 16 years, and we are still enhancing our platform as of today as well. So it is lots of things to be added, and we as a cloud communication platform, we are adding more number of communication layer within it, which is like WhatsApp and RCS and Viber kind of connectivity.
I'm going to spend another minute trying to understand the platform expansion. What about the reverse aspect, which is that let's say if somebody has a phone, he logs into the Reliance network, uses a WhatsApp, he may not require an OTP because you are in a network. The way things are evolving on the UPI platform also, you may not actually require an OTP. Blockchain is something which is going to change the way how we would be using our security tools now. What are your thoughts there?
Yes. So in terms of communication layer, so we as a company also working on a mobile identity platform, which means that you don't need a OTP to authenticate. The moment you are latched on a particular network, my application will authenticate you without OTP also. So we as a company, it is not that we are only sending messages or SMS as a OTP channel. It can be mobile identity, it can be WhatsApp, it can be RCS. So as a platform company, we are only focusing on more on a communication channel, providing it's up to the enterprise segment to select which communication channel they want to use, and how best they can have a better user engagement with their end user. It's all about that. We as a company, we are not supporting one piece of our model like, SMS is one part of OTP. There can be mobile identity as solution as well, where you don't need OTP and we can authenticate with just network based. And WhatsApp and RCS, I think, OTP can, even a WhatsApp kind of implementation, we are a partner with WhatsApp to deploy all the WhatsApp solution across the globe. And whatever WhatsApp implementation on WhatsApp for business you can see right now, I think there are companies like Root Mobile who are building the APIs, who are building the entire scope for this kind of project. And they are enabling all this enterprise to use WhatsApp for business channel. It is not WhatsApp who are coming and designing the whole solution for them. It is the aggregator like Root Mobile or CPaaS company like Root Mobile who are building the solution over WhatsApp for enterprise. So we do see a potential in terms of growth where a channel of communication may be moved from SMS to IP. But in that same case, I think we as a platform, we are going to provide the same customer two channel of communication, one SMS, one WhatsApp also.
You are a unique company, so I don't have yardsticks to compare. When we had the management of TCS earlier, we compared TCS numbers with their billing rates, with their BFSI business, and essentially their attrition rate. What are the yardsticks one should use to understand that which way your business is moving? Is it return on equity? Is it client engagement? Is it the number of service providers you have? Because you're a unique company, so markets will take the time to understand it. But what are the yardsticks we should focus on, and investors should focus on every quarter to understand the growth or the acceleration?
Right. So if you talk about our peer comparison, I think we already have companies based out of the US and Europe like Sinch, Vonage, or your Tulio. So I think we are the same kind of company as a CPaaS company. In terms of our comparison, I think it is all about connectivity, and your customer engagement is one key area for our growth. And that's exactly what we as a company focus on. We always try to build a solution and try to understand the pain point of customer. And we want to make sure we build something where the customer is going to stay with us for a longer period of time. And that's exactly how almost all the OTT players and all the other enterprise customers, they use our solution So we as a company focus more on solutioning aspect rather than just giving a service. So we build a solution over our APIs for the enterprise so that they stick with us for a longer period of time.
All right, we'll leave it there. Thanks so much for joining us this morning, Mr. Gupta, and sharing with us
Thank
some
you.
of the
Thank you very much. Thanks.
progress there at Root Mobile.